So I want to welcome all of you here. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. Kweku Onhiniasare. I'm currently a lecturer and a professor in 4 universities. I'm currently speaking to you from the UK in 2 universities here, Warwick University, as well as the Montfort University in the UK and Leicester. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. I am an academic, a researcher, a life mentor, but at the same time, I do a business. And the reason why I do a business is because you cannot rely on your job alone. In fact, the people who even have businesses, and they are having multiple businesses. Have you observed that? Those who even have businesses don't rely on one business. Even them, they do multiple businesses. Tony Robbins speaks about he doing over 100 businesses. Okay, Bill Gates is doing multiple businesses. Dangote is doing cement, he's doing sugar, he's doing so many businesses. Okay. Now, Canada, Japan is doing multiple businesses. Kwame Despite has Despite group of companies. Elon Musk, multiple businesses. Jeff Bezos, multiple businesses. Mark Elliott Zuckerberg. These guys are all having multiple businesses. They don't have jobs, they have businesses. And yet, we want to have a job. No, don't depend on just a job. The job is fantastic. Enjoy to do it, but have a business on the side. But along the line, when people have businesses, what happens is that some way, somehow, the business gets into the woods. What is the woods? How can you keep your business out of the woods? What makes some people's business go into the woods? What makes some people able to even come out of the woods and are still able to spring up? There is every single person who has been in a business, the business has been into the woods before. It's gone into the woods, it's gone there. And today we want to see how to keep your business out of the woods, For those of you who are from other businesses, I'm a double diamond in Go Back Up. My goal is to become a black diamond. Hopefully the first black person to become a black diamond. And my hope is to help as many people to impact the world, to be significant. Money is nothing. What is important is who you become in the process of acquisition of the money. When you earn money is nothing, but the impact you make, the person you become, that's why money, anybody can earn it. Okay? But if the heart condition has not been helping people, then that becomes questionable in the process. So let's see how you can keep your business out of the woods. What is the woods? The woods, that is the psychological place of fear, loneliness. Every single person who has gone into business has felt loneliness. Ladies and gentlemen, the environment of business is a lonely environment, not lonely as feeling alone. But sometimes when you start a business, you see that not everybody believes you can make it. In fact, a lot of people who have made it in businesses, okay, almost every billionaire and every millionaire will tell you that people told them they could not make it. At least the top 10 billionaires keep saying it, that people told them they cannot make it. And so you don't normally get support in business. And that is the loneliness. That fact that you don't get support from people, loved ones, people you thought they should listen to you, people you thought they should support you. In fact, people who already support you in so many other things. But when you begin to start a business, they don't support you. They rather want to take you out of the business. And so the woods is that bedarkened place. Let me show you another aspect of the woods. Fear. There is that dark corner. It's like, like if you had not actually gone into business, these people would have loved you. Like they would not even speak negatively of you. They would have supported you in other things. In fact, they appreciate you a lot in other things. In your academic, in your marriage, they respect you so much. In your religious life, in your other social life, they respect you so much. But you come and do a business, and then these people, all of a sudden, they see you as an enemy combatant. Some see you as you are a lost cause. Okay? And that is the fear. And when you sometimes, because the business takes time to mature, because you have also not made in money immediately to prove to them. Because you see, one thing about businesses is that when you take a job, at least the person knows that within a month he is paid. And so, even if that job is not paying much, it's paying little. Nobody would tell the person that, what kind of job are you doing? Oh, so. This job won't work. They don't say that to you. Why? Because at least, even if it is 500, okay, in whichever currency, even if it's 200, even if it's 100, people still realize that because you've earned something, you are doing something, like something. Meanwhile, that something you are earning could be like that for years. But that is not so with a business. With a business, you don't earn immediately. In fact, very few will earn immediately. You talk to some of the great businessmen and women around the world, they will tell you that for most of them, it took them over 5 years to break the hustle and poverty. Why is that so? And that aspect is what brings the loneliness. That's what brings the fear. That's what brings the non-excitement. But you watch, the moment you break through the corners, the barriers, the moment you destroy every aspect, okay? And let me see if I can make you a co-host so that you help block people that are interrupting as for me. Since I want to be in the mood to actually baptize us in the sea of good business knowledge. All right. Okay. So fear grips you when you go into a business environment. Fear destroys you. And if you are not strong enough, if you are not bold enough, if you are not buoyant, ladies and gentlemen, you will break. Because the income will not come immediately. But that is the woods I want to show you how to come out of. Because a lot of people have come out of the woods, and that is the place that you want to be able to stay out of it. You can walk in a bedarkened world. I promise you. You can walk in a bedarkened world and come out in a lightened world because you were strong in that lonely environment. Don't be tantamentally, be affected by the fear. Now, let me show you the fear. The fear is when, see, Benjamin, a lot of people respected me and still respect me when I started, when I am teaching in academic. Okay, I just finished teaching some master students some few minutes ago. Okay, I finished teaching some PhD students in the afternoon. And every time I teach them, their respect is so high. But when it comes to business, the respect is so low. Why? The same personal is because of the environment of business is not certain for a lot of people. And people love certainty. But the world itself is not a certain world. Look at the COVID. COVID hates everybody. So the world itself is not a certain world. And so those who are able to embrace the uncertainties of life, which includes what? Business life, they do well. That is what most people that eventually do well are businessmen and women. The businessmen and women are always the movers and shakers of the economy because they are able to sustain themselves in that bedarkened world, that molested world, that disrespected world, that world, and especially our kind of business. Our business, our entrepreneurial business is even worse because people feel that it is a scam. You tell somebody, Charlie, I'm going to start a business. When you tell the person I'm going to start a business, the person's mind, hey, what business? What business? Like straight away, the mindset has switched into a negative environment. But if you tell the person I'm going to do my master's, see, it changes. If you can weather that woods, that environment, that darkness, you will break through your Rubicon. Let's move on. And then you'll appreciate it more. There are pits in the business. See, when you're walking in the woods, sometimes if you don't take it, you step on some thorns and you might fall into a pit. So a pit is when you now want people to patronize your goods and services and people are not patronizing it. When you have to do a lot of adverts and people are not patronizing it. Those are pits. I'll give you a couple of examples. People who have broken through life, ladies and gentlemen, They have to try a million, thousands of times. Take somebody like Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison wanted to make a light bulb. He tried and tried and tried and failed 1,000 times. He failed. He was told by many people, why are you wasting your life? Why are you wasting your time? Then he said, I will do it. And he did it one more time, 1,001st. And he made the light bulb. So Thomas, you could make the light bulb. Why didn't it work with 500 times, 600 times, 700 times, 900 times, 1,000 times? It didn't work before 1,001st. Because it takes you to go down before you can go up. You check your records. The great people that have gone up, they've all gone down. I always say that you have to be able to jump higher in a high jump. You need to go down small before you can raise yourself up. It happens to all the great people. If you want to be able to build a tall building, you need a very deep foundation. The levels, the floors that you can have will depend on how many that you can have in that regard. And it keeps all right. So it makes people very, very oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So it makes people find it difficult to be able to move because they are pits. And they are pits. And those who go, see, when you go into a pit, when you're running a business and you go into a pit, and then some of you, you see that you will get people who will leave you in the business. They start with you and they will eventually leave you. It doesn't matter. I lost some people. Some people moved all the way to platinum level and I lost them. At that time, I was not even a diamond. At that time, I was not even a ruby. But here I am. I have bypassed ruby. I have bypassed diamond. I'm now a double diamond. So your pit is an indication that, see, if you put a ball in a barrel of water, the deeper the ball goes down, the pit, the higher it goes up. So even if your business is seemingly look like it's not working, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if you continue the consistent actions I'm about to show you, you will break through. You will break through. You know, a lot of people thought that Donald Trump will not be able to succeed. In fact, it was like the man was cursed. It's like everybody all around the world didn't like the man. It looks like the man cannot win. It was so obvious to some people, like they were so sure. Celebrities came together in America speaking against the man. People tried to kill the man. The man was already a billionaire. He didn't need politics to be able to jingle it through life, but he says, I will break through. Those were his pits. He fell into the pit, and more pit, and somebody wanted to eliminate him. Even when he was on the verge of dying, you are not on the verge of dying now. Nobody is trying to kill you. And yet he stood on his ground and he sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to succeed to prove every enemy wrong, because that wood, people have come out of the woods. And I'll show you very soon how you could. It's the same thing. Several great men and women, okay, have gone into the woods and have come out of the woods. Okay, people have died like Christ. They've died in the woods. They got enemies, people stopping him. You can't do it. Forget it. We will kill you. We will support. And yet he came out of the woods. There are predators in the woods. Predators. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you've seen predators in your business before. They are predators. You know predators, eh? The day you wake up, you see, when you're broken, nobody wants to come on, talk about your life. Oh. Like when things are not going on well in your life, nobody will come and start challenging you or helping you in any way. The day and the moment you wake up and say, I am going to prosper, the day you tell yourself, God, help me, I'm going to prosper, that is the day most people have issues with you. Have you observed that? The day they now see you pushing to prosper, no, that is a day people will start speaking to you. People you don't even know, people who have not even called you before, people who have not even, you have no business with them in their life. all of a sudden they start talking you down. Predators. They will tell you to relax. Relax. What do you want? God has already helped you. You are better than a lot of people. Huh? What is your problem? What at all do you want in life? Money is not everything. Why? You have masters, you have PhD, you have this, you have this. What at all do you want in life? When don't you eat? Don't you eat? Doesn't God take care of you? Predators. They will not see your dream because your dream was not given to them. They will project their fears into you. They will tell you that, too much of everything is bad. They will begin to make it look like it's even a sin. Ladies and gentlemen, I had letters. When I started running a business, when I was doing my job as an academic, nobody speaks like that to me. I didn't get any letter. When I started doing my business, this business, I had letters from family members, from real friends, telling me I am in an occultic environment. Ladies and gentlemen, the kind of things people will tell you, the kind of things people, the kind of fears people will put into you, the projection of fear. If you are not strong enough, the predators will wipe you out. They will talk you out of your dreams. They will bury you down. Some will say that, others will even tell you that I've got a better option for you. I've got something that is better for you to do. Ladies and gentlemen, our industry is not for broke people. It's for professionals. And so do not let people speak negativity to you. Sometimes some people used to think that we are here because we are broke. They think that we are here because, we don't know what to do. Sometimes you speak across pages, you share things, and people think, all of these people look down to you. The day you break through, the day you break, and I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, our industry is a sustainable industry. We are having a mobile phone. The mobile phone is the fastest growing technology belt in the world. Cloud storage is the new electricity. The cloud storage is the new real estate in town. This industry will flourish. Mark it on every wall. I'm telling you, it will flourish. And the day that it has flourished, the day that it has grown, the predators will come. And they will tell you that I knew. I'm telling you, the way you were going, I knew you were going to make it. I knew. I just didn't want to tell you. I was trying to let you know that, you got to be strong. Your predators will come. They will come in your down moment. Some of them will come. In fact, sometimes the worst predator is you, the enemy inside. There's an African proverb that says that if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. The predators, the enemies, they will come at you. Some of them will come when you're not making the money yet. They will come and say that, so how much money have you made? So this thing is started. So nothing is showing up. In fact, you yourself, you look into the mirror and say, hey, so I've been here 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, and nothing. If you listen to those things, you will throw every dream. Because let me tell you some secret, ladies and gentlemen, your breakthrough will come at your breaking point. I'm telling you, write it down. Your breakthrough will come at your breaking point. If you let the predators eat you up, you will not move. You will not succeed. So break every barrier of predator. And I mind you, some of these predators are very close family members, close friends, church people who love you, pastors, people that you care about, people who love you so much. They will come with as if they care so much about you. And I'm telling you, if you let them throw away the dream. See, when God gives you a dream, he doesn't give it to another person. It is only for you. That dream was designed, created, and meant for you and for you alone. That blue pill was for you. The red pill is for them. So do not let them talk you out of your dream. Every business person has been ordained by God. Take it from me. Okay? If you check every scripture record, every business person, go and check all the people in the scriptures who were doing so well with God. They were all businessmen and women. From Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, all of them were multimillionaires and some of them were billionaires. To King David, he was so rich, he was $900 billion. To King Solomon, the first trillionaire on the planet. These people were what? Jesus' disciples have millionaires among them. The fishing business that Peter, Andrew, they were millionaires in that business. Joseph of Arimathea, a disciple of Jesus, was a multi-millionaire. Do not let people talk you out, okay, and make it look like money is the root of all evil. The predators will speak these things to you. Meanwhile, they struggle. They spend more time in their own jobs to look for that money, and they don't get. But when you start a business and you want to do it to make that same income, and you have time for your family, then they talk you out of that business. Be careful. Now, some of you here are out of the woods. You are doing very well. Okay, there are some people who have risen to the levels. Some have built themselves up. In fact, some have even used the knowledge we give them here, and they are building themselves up. But there are some of you who are fighting to stay out of the woods. Some of you, you have not made the income yet. I applaud you. I respect you. I respect you for staying on your dream. I praise you. Okay, those of you who are fighting to stay out of the woods, you don't want to go into the garage, you are coming out of the woods, I praise you. Okay, do not let, whether or not you've made the money, let not that stop you. Okay, don't let anything begrudge you into staying out of what you have started. Because I promise you, this thing will reward in due course. It will reward in the time. Okay, so stay and respect the business that God has given you, because you are pushing and push on through. Because the day that the clouds will be open and people begin to see that this thing is great, they will come at you. Some of you are on your way out of the woods, and you can see it. Okay? Madam Lillian, okay, people like Pastor Dennis, okay, people like these people are pushed. They are coming out of the woods. They are coming out of the woods. Okay? I'm telling you, do not be complacent. Stay out of the woods and keep going, keep grinding, keep pushing. Okay? Some are fighting to get out of the woods. They are trying to get out of the woods. They are fighting, and I'll tell you very soon why that is so. Okay? And some people are asleep in the woods. Ladies and gentlemen, there's another one I didn't add here. Some are dead and buried in the woods. Some are dead and buried. They've quit. They started so quickly and they quit. The knowledge they were getting, they did not value it. The wisdom they were getting, they did not value it. They did not even wait for their 1 year to finish. They back out. They step off. Such people will see the glory that is coming, I'm telling you, and many of them will regret for leaving this important program that we are talking about. Tough, loneliness, darkness, frustrating places. These are the things that when you are doing, for example, it's not only this that is hard. Though. You go and check people who are learning. Learning is hard, Papa. Some people are doing their degrees, they are struggling. Go and see some people who are carrying blocks on their head and fighting. Some people are doing kayayo. Okay? They are struggling, sweating, carrying their children. Some are in Makola sweating. Some are fighting too. Guys, it is tough everywhere, but people are pushing through everything. And yet, you and I, we are doing this not because this is our only thing. We have other things that we are doing. But if you stay on that level ground, you'll be able to come out of the woods that you are. So today, I'm going to address some few things. Some questions before we go on to the call. Can you be in business and not be doing the business? Is that possible? Please, I want you to type yes for me. Can a person be in a business and not be doing the business? Is that possible? Is it possible that a person can be in a business? Okay. How did you end up in the woods? How come that a person is struggling in the woods? How come that others are winning and yet some are struggling in the woods? I'm going to show you how to come out of the woods. Can a person be in a business? Okay, let me see some of the answers that I'm getting here. Can a person be in a business and not be doing the business? Okay, can you be? Some of you are not able to answer because it's a little bit tricky question. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot say you are in business when you are not doing a business. You can't. You got to be able to fight and do the business, else you are not in business. So What shows that a person is actually a member of this organization and is doing the business? It is when the person is doing the business. Now, how would people know that you are in business? I'll show you. Because the people that make the business, they are people that it's obvious. It's obvious around them. There's some, and I'm going to show you a video. There's something that says that action creates result. Action creates result. More action creates more result. Less action creates less results. Okay. So sometimes a person says that we are trying and we've been talking, but we are not getting paid. Some people say that the business is not working. The business is not working. But the business itself cannot work. What is not working is not a business. Well, see, I'll tell you an example for Dr. Dorothy. And if she's here, oh, that lady is somewhere. She's something else. She was in the middle of starting a school, and then she wanted to put hold this business. In fact, she thought that she cannot combine her job as a medical doctor with taking care of the family and doing schooling and at the same time doing go backup. I told her that, Dorothy, if you should do this and combine all, you even be more efficient. Because you see, there's some sense when the brain knows that I have this to do, I have this to do, I have this to do, it makes you efficient in all of them. And when the brain doesn't know that I have this to do, I have this to do, when you don't have anything to do and you are sitting down, it makes you even tired. It makes you even lazy. And when you are doing things, your entire molecular muscles, your body mechanism, your oxytocin, your serotonin, your endorphin, your body particles begin to agitate because you are doing this, you are doing this, you are doing this. But when you go like that, if you like, you try it. When you put yourself in a sofa like that, the body begins to sleep. So you can ignite diligence in your body, and you can also ignite poverty, laziness in the body. So the body, so that's why sometimes when you're in a class and a teacher is teaching, they say that get up and move around. Why? Because the more you become tibom, the more you become, you're not acting, there is more energy of not acting. And that is why action creates result. No action creates no result. It's Newton's law. Okay? And so we are not paid for sitting down in the business. We are paid for working, but the working is what we are going to discuss. Our presence in Go Backup is transactional. So Dr. KOA, I will not sit down and hope that Go Backup is going to pay me. I will not do that mistake. I know that the only way Go Backup is going to pay me is even if I'm a doctor, a professor in whatever university, who cares? I have to step out of my comfort zone and go and talk to as many people as possible. That is the only way Go Backup is going to pay me. There is a transaction. Go Backup knows me only by transactional purpose. If when I was in Go Backup and I was joking, I was not doing this business, I was not talking to people, I was not registering people, I was not registering people, I was not registering people, I will never, ever be told to become a board member. They will never tell me to become a board member. If I was sitting down, I was not presenting, I was not talking, I was not registering, I was not. See, for them, the most important definition of my true work is registering people and showing up on the leaderboard and showing up on the leaderboard. And that is transactional. That took me out of the woods. That is what will take you out of the woods. The action. The action. And I'm going to show us the simplest action. Then it will blow you into pieces. You see the fishes here? The fishes. Change is very necessary. Change. It takes a lot. It's hard. Benjamin, I won't lie to you. Change is hard. You see, all the other fishes are down there. It's comfortable down there, being in that fish bowl. It's comfortable. They are swimming. They are all there. Nobody is trying, because to jump out of this water and go to the next, base is hard. And so that is why so many of them, 6 of them are in that thing. They are not jumping. It is hard, but it is necessary. Why is it necessary? Because for things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get better. Those that are willing to make a deliberate, conscious, deliberate decision to change are those people who will grow in the wood. They will come out of the woods. They'll be able to. So some people are waiting for chance. You know what some people are doing? They are waiting for one day I'll get somebody big. I'm just looking for one person like Dr. KOA, one person like Dr. Dorothy. I need one person like Chris and Tammy. Then once I get one person, I will sit down and drink my pina colada and relax my tattered body on the island of Mumbai. Okay, that is what some people are doing, ladies and gentlemen. Life is not about chances; it's about changes. Life is not about chances, but it's about changes. Change how we see this business. Ladies and gentlemen, this business, some people don't see the picture. The way some of us see the business, even though we have multiple degrees, we are not relying on the multiple degrees because we see what we see in our mind is the reason why we sacrifice our life for this business. This business project is our livelihood because of what we see in the end within it. Our belief system, some of us, we don't have belief. You go and talk to people. See, by the time you finish this call today, you see that your belief will go high. But each time you separate yourself from the training, you see that your belief goes down. Each time you get closer to this, your belief goes up. Our beliefs are weak. Do you know that some people don't believe that they can earn $10,000 in this project? You know what some people do? They will tell you that as for me, I'm only praying that God will even give me just 5,000. If I get 5,000, I'm okay. Like they have very little belief system. They don't have, and you see, because they don't want a lot, it doesn't push them to do a lot. Some people don't have work ethic. They think that they can't do something and not do. You know what they keep saying? And they convince themselves to. They keep saying that all fingers are not the same. And when they say that to themselves, it makes them feel good. Aha, you understanding me? You understanding me? All fingers are not the same. We can all not do what you are doing. We can all not do what you are doing. But you all want what I am getting. We all want what he is getting. But we can all not do what he is doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you this. Every time God gives you a job, he has already empowered you to do that job. Else he will not give you the work. I'm telling you. So the fact that it was hard for Jesus to die, it was hard. In case it wasn't hard, you go and check. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he said that if it is possible, let this cup pass by me. It's hard. But God has already empowered him to go through. That is why he said, Master, it's not hard. It's not hard. I'll be with you. I'll be beside you. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not hard. It's not hard to the extent that you cannot do. It's not hard to the extent, it's hard, but it's not hard to the extent that you cannot do. You got to reprogram your work ethic concept that you can combine this. And I'm going to show you the petty things that accumulate, the compound effect that accumulate. Okay. Note this book down. It's called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. The Slight Edge. Okay. Because the slight edge doesn't talk about big things. You just have to do small things. Small. But you got to be consistent every day, consistent every day, consistent every day. That is how. Somebody saw my son today on my status. The person said, doc. But when he came today, your son was not even born. Is that your son? He's looking like a married man. I said, it is small. The days of things compound. When things are compounding, you don't even see. Change is minimal. Change is tiny things. Change is tiny things. When you go and do, when you want to have 6 packs, and you go and jog for 2 days, you don't see any 6 pack. In fact, it's still not even a quarter pack. But as you keep doing it, what happens? You begin to see changes. Small changes will lead to bigger things. So work ethic is a very, very powerful thing. You got to be consistent at the work and the specifics of the work. I want you to listen to this guy. And then for just some few minutes, and then we'll continue. This is Brandon Bouchard. Daily action towards your dream. Daily action towards your dream. And then after 2 minutes, okay, we'll continue. I just want to be sure that you hear the sound so that, everything will be in order. So please, Linda, if you are not able to hear the sound, let me know. Looks like the sound is not coming. me start. Let me stop some people still showing their videos. Okay, okay, let's move on. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't put things that we want to have down, and we don't do things daily. So, Benjamin, I'm going to show you what you can do daily to be better at this business, to be better at this business and any other business that you want to do. You will flourish beyond measure. I'm telling you, because it's not like you have a lot to do. It's not like you have a lot of things around you. It's because you don't schedule them. You don't fix the business into part of your life. And that is why, because around you, it might look like there is something else you are doing. There will be weddings. And when weddings are coming on, you put a business somewhere. Okay. When funerals are coming on, we might put a business somewhere. When something is coming, because we have not fixed that. But as for job, we still go for the job. But we put a business aside though, because there's a wedding coming, because there's a funeral coming, because there's an exam coming, because there's something, we put our business aside. But our jobs, we don't put it aside. Why? Because there's a discipline in the job. You cannot leave that job, else you'll be fired. But we don't put that discipline on ourselves that I will be fired if I don't do that business. So I'm going to show you how you can make that revolutionary change that can change a lot of things in your life. So watch this. Watch this. Are you willing to make the change? Are you willing to learn to prospect? Because if you are prospecting someone, if you are prospecting someone, the goal of prospecting is not to let the person come and join your business. That's not prospecting. Okay? The goal of prospecting is get to know what is going on in the life of the person and then circle yourself around the life of the person. And then once you've done that, you build that relationship, later on, that business will come into the picture. But we go with the intention of business, 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 business. And so we run people away. That is one. Are you willing to learn the skills of inviting? Because there's a way you invite someone to come and see the opportunity that doesn't make it work. You are doing it, you are fighting, you are doing, you are spending time. But the way we are doing it might not be working. It's not working. So if it's not working, then it means the problem is not what we are doing, but how we are doing what we are doing. So business, so we all have the same 24 hours, but some are flourishing than others. But I'll show you the deeper problem that is happening. Are you willing to learn to present? You see, some of us have decided that in this business, we are going to be in the business all right, but we are not willing to present, like to present knowledge to people, to present education to people, to educate someone on who we are. Like learning to educate someone on who you are, learning to educate someone on what you have, learning to educate someone on what the person can have, presenting to the person. Many of us have not learned that. And because we have not learned that, we are struggling. And I'll tell you why presenting will take you to the moon in this business. Because when you learn that presentation, you will see that you will come out of the woods. Because when those who present, they are always out of the woods. Because the woods, because you've learned how to present, you can actually defend yourself when somebody speaks any negativity of anything. So are you willing to learn to present? Are you willing to present to others? Are you willing to attend the training, train others, train other people, train other people, train other people? If you are willing to do that and you want to do that, you will chase the people that are doing that, Benjamin. And I promise you, you will come out of the wood, because that alone will give you joy. You see, the joy is not only when you have registered people, but registered people will be a byproduct of the joy you are getting in teaching people. When you enjoy teaching people, you are already enjoying. So that will naturally make people want to be around you. And when they want to be around you, whatever you say to them, they will do it, because they're already around you, because they can see that they are getting value, something from you. And I'll show you how to do that. It doesn't mean you need to go to school. In fact, that is why when people are pastors and they join this business, they tend to do well. That's why when people have achieved a certain level of credibility, okay, they do well in this. Are you willing to inspire others every day? Are you just inspire other people every day? Inspire other people every day. When you are willing to do that, you will derive joy in that. And I'm telling you, that joy will translate into you getting people. This is a secret of coming out of the woods. Okay, your income will be a reflection of your growth. So if I am not growing, I will not be getting the income. Each time I am growing, as I grow, as I become better, as I become strong, as I kill myself off every negativity. And I tell myself, look, me too, I was created in the image of God. How come I cannot present? From today, I would die to learn the presentation. And I will learn the presentation and master the presentation. There are about 100 presentations. I can go to them, make my own notes, create my own, presentation, look into the camera, present into the camera, and I will do that. And that knowledge that I have is what is going to attract people. When I know what I have, people will know what I have. When I know what I have, people will know what I have. But I don't know the nitty-gritties. I don't know the comp plan. I don't know cycle match. I don't know generational bonus. I don't know, leadership. I don't know the nitty-gritty. I have not learned the thing. And people see it. So each time people see that, I am always trying to connect them to others. But they don't see that me, myself, I want to tell them the thing. And so because of that, they see that I have not grown enough. And they feel that because I have not grown enough, they cannot associate themselves with me. And so they cannot also not grow enough. So ladies and gentlemen, in this business, you either evolve or you dissolve. And I'm about to show you something. You either evolve or dissolve. If you don't evolve, if you are here and consistently not learning, consistently not engaging, consistently not presenting, consistently not presenting, you will see that over time you are dying off. You are dying off. And therefore, over time, you will go more into the woods than coming out of the woods. It is called metamorphosis. We need to metamorphosize. A butterfly was usually not a butterfly. It used to be a caterpillar. But in the process, it is painful. When you watch the video on how just YouTube it. Watch a video on how a butterfly, a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. You'll be surprised. What happens is that you see that the caterpillar is struggling to come out. But eventually, it becomes a beautiful butterfly. But the caterpillar knows that if it struggles to come out, it will become a beautiful pattern. But the process is painful. But the process has to be painful. Because if the process is not painful, it becomes cheap. And when it is cheap, it becomes less valuable. It has to be painful. Success is not a comfortable procedure. Success is buried right underneath our frustration. Success is not cheap. It requires metamorphosis. To be successful in marriage, to be successful in academic, to be successful in spirituality, to be able to build relationship with people, it takes a lot of learning, humility, and hard work. It's metamorphosis. It's tough. But eventually when you are there, the Egyptian you see today, you shall see no more. And so we need to evolve. Now, how do you evolve? Benjamin, let me show you one way you can evolve. You got to develop credibility. Many people are not credible. And they themselves, they don't even see themselves credible. And because they don't see themselves credible, other people don't see them as credible. What do I mean? Okay, this is what I mean. A lot of people, and by the way, when we say credibility, we are not talking about education at all. It's far away from that. A lot of people do not show credibility in the sense that, see, credibility builds trust. If you are credible, and again, when I say credible, people see you as credible. If people see you as credible, they trust you. So let me show you some of the things that will make you credible. One of the things that will make you credible is your age. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in this business and you are old, you are older, that is your credibility. Don't joke with it. People respect older people. When older people speak, people listen. Are you aware of that? So if you are older, 40 years, 45 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, that is your champion card. Why are you joking with that? That is your credibility. So you just have to learn some few things to back up that age. And when you speak with authority, people see you with credibility. They trust you. They trust you. So the next time you now tell them, I have something that will help you, they will not keep quiet. They will listen to you because they have bought you before they are buying what they have. People don't join God back. They join you. Once they join you, whatever you tell them to do, they'll do it. If Nana Mama Brown decides to join God Backup today and tells people that, guys, I have joined God Backup, come and join me. They are not joining God Backup because they are not joining Nana Mama Brown because of God Backup. What did I say? They are not joining God Backup. What am I saying? They are not joining Nana Mama Brown. Sorry, they are not joining God Backup because they like God Backup. They are joining God Backup because of Nana Mama. So when you have become credible, trustworthy in the eyes of people, you get an age will give you one. Another thing is your profession. For example, if you're a lawyer, an engineer, an accountant, a doctor, a businessman or woman, that is a powerful profession that people respect. You need to be able to add some knowledge to that and increase your credibility. You will come out of the woods. People will buy you. People will buy you. People will buy you because credibility is the quality of being believable. People will believe you. Not because they believe in God Backup, they believe you. And once they believe you, they'll buy you. Now, if you're also a leader, so let's say you're a leader in a political party, you're a leader in your church, you are a leader in some choristers, okay, or some things. You are a leader in some group. You are a leader in some organization. You are a leader in anything. That is your credibility. If you are a leader in a singing group, you are a leader in a dancing group, you are a leader in, prayer warrior group, you have credibility. You have credibility. And once you have that credibility, you leverage on that. Add a bit of knowledge to it. People will buy you. People will join you. People will join you simply because of that credibility. Your position that you hold. You are a father, you are a mother, you're giving birth, you are taking care of your family. In fact, even your spirituality, people see you as a person of high spirituality. You take advantage of that. And that is why when people have congregations and they have members, okay, because they are church elders, church leaders, and pastors and things, they will do well regardless. Now, you might be an expert in music, an expert in dancing, an expert in advice, an expert in marriage counseling, an expert in something. That is your credibility you want to leverage in. And now let me tell you one important thing. Your online presence. Somebody asked me that he wants to give me a certain project. And I said, should I send you my CV? The person said, I don't need your CV. All I need is your LinkedIn, your Facebook, and your Instagram. That's what the person said. And I said, I said, why? He said, Doc, now I'm saying, near air tongue is your online presence, he said. Today, what is selling is not your CV. What is selling is your online presence. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some people, they are not professors, they are not older, they are not leaders, they are not having big position, but their online presence alone has bought them. One of them is Glass and Kwan, Chenny Jonas. He's not old, he has no profession per se, no leadership, no position, but his online presence alone has made people buy the guy to the extent that people will still listen to him and obey what he's saying. My point is that your online presence can attract people. That alone will make them believe in you. And also your personal appearance. You got to sometimes dress well, look good, look sharp, man. Look, daddy, look sharp. Type it there. You got to look sharp. Sometimes when you're going to a restaurant, look good, look sharp. And people see you, they say, wow. I mean, once in a month, once in a week, just look great. Wear your best. Attract people by what you are wearing because that creates a modicum of credibility. When people see and sense that credibility consistently with you, you will break through your point and build resilience around you. See, there'll be tornadoes out, and there'll be a lot of people that will come your way. Your resilience will shake them all off. You will come out of the woods when you are able to build resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, resilience is necessary for greatness. Know what you want and go for that. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't go for that. People laugh at you. Me, people have told me that in fact, one man said, I'm a very crazy professor. One man said that he said, I've never even seen any crazy professor like that. How can you go to school, do so well, and come and stoop so low and do these kind of things? He told me. I was willing to stomach information from ignorant people. Okay, later on, when he saw the kind of income I'm earning, he says that, hey, dog, you made it though. So sometimes you got to let people say what you got to be strong. There are some of you small things they say against you, you want to stop. Why? Do they feed you? Do you think that Dangote will tell you some crazy things about what you are doing? The business-minded people, when they see business-minded people, they encourage them. Why do you let take the intestines from your stomach? Don't let what people say stop you. Empower yourself. Go to fearlessmotivation.com. Bang into your head. Listen to information that will change your mindset. Because when you go to fearlessmotivation.com, I go there every dawn. You go there and you listen to the kind of information they are saying, it changes you, it charges you, it's the energy. And that is what you need. I'm telling you. In your own small corner, you've got to create energy inside you. So when somebody comes to speak negativity of you, if you won't join me, it's okay. Okay, this is do not let anything somebody is saying. Read books. Alchemist. Okay, read books. Think and Grow Rich. Read books. Drive. Read books. King Solomon's Proverbs. Read books that will change the way. Okay, business must be done. Read book. Business Secrets from the Bible. These things will alter your mindset. Listen to audiobooks. Exercise your intellectual fortitude about how to run the mind. The human mind is the most unexplored continent in the world. Read the book called The Psychology of Selling, The Psychology of the Mind. Understand how the mind works. Because the people that you see on social media, the people that you see doing well, the last time Bill Gates says that his library is made up of 150,000 books. That's what he said. Your library, how many books are there in your library? So when you see people who are advancing in life, the kind of things they are putting into their mind, that is what is, nothing shakes them. And it's not because of now. They have let that thing shape them until now. So build resilience, Kaka. Build resilience. Empower yourself. Build your resilience because if you are weak, you will drop dead along the way and the vultures will eat your flesh in the woods. You don't want that to happen. Okay? And many people have listened to people who cannot feed them, cannot take care of them, and they've broken the ties of what God intended for them. Build that resilience. I want you to listen to John C. Maxwell of what he says about taking consistent action and daily actions. It is not coming. It's not coming. You go to it. Go to it. The people that we even talk to, they don't come to us. Some of them will never come. You got to go to them. And we have to be consistent. Listen to this, please. That because these things are what shape our minds. Okay. These are the things. Oh, this one is not listed. Okay, let's start. Long-term consistency traps short-term intensity. So it's not about intensity. You know, somebody said, now I have time. Now I have time. I'm going to fire the thing for 1 month. Then they go. No, consistency. Consistency. That is what will create the result that we have. And you can see that there are some of us who have been in this project from day one. We've never stopped talking. We've never stopped. It will never stop doing anything because we've seen clear. Ladies and gentlemen, real benefits come from effort, time, and system. I learned this thing 7 years ago by my mentor, and he told me that there are systems that work and there are systems that don't work. There are some systems you can put in all your time and it will not work. It will not work the way you want. You will be paid around that figure, around 1,000 to 3,000 to pension. There are some jobs, there are some business, there are some systems. That is how they are. It doesn't matter how many times you work there, it is not going to give you what you wish it has given you. Why? Because the systems are not designed for such people. Some have worked in systems for 30 years. You look at them, sometimes when you see them, I will not mention any system. When you look at them, look at their life. Look at their life. They've been working and working and working. Okay. So please, you have to understand the systems you are in. And I can promise you the systems we are in here, it pays. It pays consistently over time. You got to put in the effort into the system over time. See, let me tell you, many people in our industry, they don't stay mostly for 1 year. Majority of people leave before 1 year. Majority will leave before 1 year. But those that have stayed consistently, non-stop, consistently, putting the effort and time into the system, non-stop for 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I know. Every single one of them have achieved a lot. In my previous one, I achieved millions of cities because I was consistent. I was there consistently for 6 years. And I made over $3 million cities, okay, because I was consistent. So I know that if I remain consistent here too, and I remain consistent, because this one is even the beginning. If I remain, because we are the beginners, we are the starters of this. I remain consistent and do the action. Not consistent and not doing the action. Remember, it comes with effort. It will pan out well because people are going to come later and it will pan out well. I know this. So the real benefit comes with effort, time into the system. And I can tell you that there are some places, no matter how much effort, okay, how much effort you put, look at teaching, secondary school teaching, DHS teaching. Like no matter how many times you work for 40 years, you will never make 10,000. 40 years of working, you will never make 10,000. So there are some systems, they are not designed to be rewarding your effort over time. Watch the word, over time. But there are some systems, maximum 7 years, you will become a multi-millionaire. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, because I've seen this happening before many times. Okay, so put yourself. So how do you do that now in the restoration time? Let's do self-assessment before we go. Assessment number one: how much time do you spend doing this business? How much time do you spend doing this business? Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you how much time. And again, we can say that we are all different. I spend 8 hours doing this business a day. That is how much time I spend doing this. I have 24 hours. I split the 24 hours into 3. My first 8 hours is designed for my normal job. My second 8 hours is designed for this business. Along the line of doing that 8 hours in this, I'll eat. I'll eat and then also work with the family. It's all within that 8 hours. Then my other 8 hours, I'll use a bit of it, not all of it, a bit of it to sleep and a bit of it more with the family. You know, we all have to 24. So ask yourself, how much time do you put in? So I'm telling you my time. Even with my credibility, that is how much time I put in. It requires planning and know how much time you want to put in. Okay, now, when you put in the time to how much work are you doing? The real work in this business is presenting to people and closing them. Presenting to people and closing, presenting and closing them. And then we will get the result. How much results I am getting is as a result of how much time and effort I put in. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, if you begin to learn the presentation and you start presenting, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you will begin to see massive results in your business. I promise you this. If you like, tell me that, Doc, I have started presenting, and I want you to watch my presentation. I have started presenting every week and do this consistently for a period of 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, you will be baba-hazed. Baba-hazed here means you'll be surprised. That is restoration time. Okay? And then know exactly what goes in it. Plan your time. Put it into the calendar. You see, in your calendar, normally you will never say that I'll go to YouTube and go and watch funny videos for 1 hour. Normally you won't say that. Okay, tomorrow I'll go to YouTube and go and watch funny videos for 1 hour. But without you realizing, you would have gone to Facebook, and then when you are somewhere, you would have watched that funny video for an hour, multiple funny videos for an hour. So it's time to come out of the woods, and to do that, know the time you put into the work. People won't come to you. Go to the people. And I'm going to show you something. Go to people. Make appointments with people. Put it on the calendar. Remind them and schedule everything. Schedule everything. Okay, I want to talk to you at this time. Okay, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Ladies and gentlemen, some of us saying we have been in a management mode. I've brought one person, 2 people, and then I'm monitoring them. I'm managing them. I'm micromanaging. Some of us have the tendency to lapse into that management mode. Like you are the borrow. You know, that nobody, you don't want to do the work. You don't want to register anybody. You want to just get some few people, and then you are monitoring them and telling them to do that. Okay. No, that's not the way. You got to keep recruiting, keep registering consistently every day till time, till 5 years. Never stop that activity, because I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this will take you out of the woods, because here's what is about to come. Some way, somehow, the universe finds a way to reward you, even if you are not getting the result, provided you are doing the actions the right way. The universe finds a way to reward you. And when that rewards keep coming, they come in gargantuan proportion. Start teaching what you are doing. Okay? And also do that same thing yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Don't rely always on people. The day that Calvin decided that he's not going to rely on Dr. KOA presentation alone, that he is going to learn the presentation, that Calvin said, Doc, I'm going to learn the presentation myself. The day he decided to learn the presentation and decided to present himself, that was the day he rescued himself. He was able to go to Liberia and present to people himself. And today, he has risen to the upper echelons of a sapphire. Very soon, you see him as an emerald. My point is that you got to take the bull by the horn and tell yourself, I am going to do it with or without the takeaway. I am going to learn this thing myself, go to places myself, present to people myself. If I was in Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be in Ghana soon, if I was in Ghana, I will go from banks to schools to hospitals. I'll go to Kumasi, I'll go to Pando, I'll go to Hawaii. I'll be going to places and presenting. That's what I would have done. That's what you want to do. You are living in these places. You should be presenting to as many people, and so that you get people to come into the business. Make calls all day. Ask people, John, please, can I see you at lunch? Just 10 minutes. Can I see you at lunch? Okay, your lunch starts from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, right? Okay, I really want to see you. It's very, very important. Okay, very, very important. Can I see you at 12 o'clock, just before you have your lunch at 12:10? This is quick. This is important. I want to show you something. And go with your laptop and baptize the person with a presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do that consistently with people, they will begin to see your credibility. They begin to see yourself. Okay? And then you can now begin to see the results among yourself. So go to people, talk to them, speak with them, and show them, because they will not come to you. Some of them, you have invited them and invited them and invited them and invited them. They are not coming. The reason is because they want you to come and tell them. And it is time for you to learn the presentation and go to people and speak to them yourself. Make at least 6 appointments every week. Ladies, I'm telling you something that are income generating things. And let me tell you something. When you begin to start earning from these petty things I'm showing you, from these petty things I'm telling you, things that I have done that has put me on an income level I can't even imagine. If you begin to do these things, and these people begin to see the income and the changes that are coming in gradually in your life, that is the day they will tell you that you should have forced me to do this. Because now they can see you creating results for your own self. That is the day. 6 appointments, at least 6 appointments every week. If you do that, that's every week, okay, every day. Okay. If you do that, you are going to flourish regardless of what anybody hates you or they don't hate you. Because people hated me for doing this business, and today they love me for doing this business. And if you do that, if you create your own results, you will do well. Bring in at least 2 new people every month. That should be your goal. That every month you are going to do this and bring you 2 people. You can do this. Please put it there. You can do this. I don't know why you cannot do it. You can do this. You can bring 2 new people every day. You can do this. Everybody should type there, I can do this. Type it there, I can do this. Type it there, I can do this. Because it's about time. Type it there, I can do this. I can do this. If you don't type some today, the kind of dreams you may have is not good. Type it there, I can do this. I can do this. I will do this. I can do this. I will do this. Because the thing is that you can. You can. You can. You can. You must. You should. You ought to. You should have. Okay? You can do this. I can do this. Because the thing is that to bring 2 people every month, you can do it. Who told you can't do it? Bringing 2 people. Bringing 2 people. You can do it. I can do this. Every single person can do this. Because that is the coming out of the woods. And once you start getting that little income, because you are doing it and your friends are doing it, your income will balloon. Your income will generate. Your income will flourish. And the people that hated you, the people that spoke negatively of you, the people who said it's not possible, they will begin to see it. Because here is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, people are going to come into this business. People are going to come. But when you have done it, it will motivate you to get more because others are doing it. And whatever they do will add up to yours. And you will get more. You will earn more. And that will bring in more people. Okay? Very soon, you're going to see some people advance this month. Some people are going to earn 20,000 cedis this month. Some people are going to advance, okay, so much this month. And you will see that because they created their own reality. The last chapter of your life has not been done yet. You can make your reality possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much. This is the end of part 1 of this training. I want to charge all of us there that we are going all the way. It is going to be sacrificial. It's going to be a bit painful. It's going to be hard. It's going to be annoying sometimes. It's going to be frustrating. Sometimes even frustration will come from even your upline or downline or crossline. It doesn't matter. It's still worth it. I promise you, I will not do this project with all my degrees and all my opportunities I have in the world if I didn't know it was worth it. And now, let me show you something. Let me reveal some secret to you. Okay? I want to show you something. It will blow you. It will blow your mind. It will blow your brain away. At this stage, I want to share something very profound with you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay?